Shalom and salam alaikum, my dear brothers and sisters, and hello to all my atheist friends out there. What is spirituality? It is easy and it is not. The biggest problem about explaining what spirituality is that we approaching it with our rationality, with our cognition. With what else would we approach it? We just have it, this, right? No, we have something else, and that's why it is important that we teach spirituality, that we are aware of spirituality. Spirituality is the being without cognition, without rationality, is just being, without judging, without anything. If we would be 100% conscious about now, aware about now, we would have a lot of trouble, because all the time we would see when we speak with somebody or go through our everyday life, oh, there is a limit of our consciousness, there is a limit of our cognition, there is a limit of our rationality. And that is what spirituality is. It is the realm of the bearer of your cognition, the bearer of your ideas, the bearer of your rationality. The thing is, we're not too dumb to understand what consciousness is. We're not too dumb to understand who the bearer is of our rationality. It is that it is not approachable with our rationality. We can explore our awareness. Do you remember your dreams from the last night? If you would remember, you would sooner or later lucid dream. Lucid dreaming is conscious dreaming, is conscious exploring, being aware in your unconscious being. And you would see how your unconscious part of your being is ordering, is putting in place your rational cognition thoughts. Atheists will not agree with what I will say now, but what are the conclusions of such statements? The root, the spring of the bearer of the rationality is the unmanifested realm of existence. This is spirituality. It is training your awareness to be, and you will see rationality and your cognition as the tool it is, and not as everything, because it is just a part. And as you are grown up in this society, you learned to use this tool cognition with everything. We have a really technical generation. We live in a technical time where everything is thought in causalities and rational. Read Martin Heidegger if you want to go further in understanding what the problem is in our technical approach of this world. That's also why we are abusing our planet, because we look at things technically. Is it worth something? Can we use it? Can we exploit it? And so on and so forth. It is important to be aware of yourself, that yourself is not just the I, the self you think of. It is more. But do you feel it in the moment? Are you connected with it? The bearer of your consciousness, which is in the unmanifested realm, where we are one. These are, of course, rational explanations of this, of some spiritual experiences. Here is something more. If this is true, and through lucid dreaming, astral traveling, and so forth and so on, you can explore your consciousness, your unconsciousness, and make experience of time independence and location independence. The thing is that with that, you assume that there is something more, a new quality next to your sixth senses. Of course, there are more. If you look into it, really, we have also like the balance sense and so on and so forth. There are more than six. Doesn't matter. But there is one more, which is the bridge into the unmanifested realm. And many people, when they're talking with spiritual people or atheists or so on and so forth, are not aware what do they assume. If they assume this, what is the conclusion of it? So if there is an unmanifested realm, how is our matter connected to it? And this is also the realm of spirituality. To receive, to be in this stream, to experience this bridge, this new sense. Let's call it spirit sense. If you start to mastering more and more your dream world, you will be able to follow your consciousness, how it goes from the dream state into the awake state. And this was also after a lot of practice. So this was also like after 6 months of practice in lucid dreaming and astral traveling. You will look how your consciousness, which is just open and is, start to take these concepts that we have in our awake state in front of us. And from the awake state, if you look back, we think that these other consciousness are lower levels of consciousness, and our cognition and rationality is the highest form of our consciousness. But this is wrong. Cognition and rationality is a mighty tool, a powerful tool for our life, which is given to us, but it is surely not the highest form of consciousness. In this lower level of consciousness, you will see how your consciousness and awareness takes pictures, takes language, concepts and ideas of society and whatever you have, and you get into the awake state, and then you're again you what you are. But in the deeper state of consciousness, there you understand then why, for example, a tree is not something less intelligent than we are. It has a higher frequency of consciousness that we have. It is some trees. It does not matter. We don't have to judge and to value it, but you get a totally different perspective by exploring your awareness and consciousness. You will encounter the limits and borders of your cognition and rationality, but you will still have something more. And what is this more? This is the realm of spirituality. This you can explore, make real experiences, and this is real, tangible, experienceable spirituality. So when I have to put it into one sentence and easy, if I would have to explain, but it's not possible, but if I would have to, I would say spirituality is the state of being without cognition and rationality. It is the more you experience after you understand your cognition. So, and this spirit sense I said before, you have to train, you have to develop. It is like undeveloped, like any muscle, like any sport, like any language, like anything. If you don't train it, it is undeveloped. And you have to develop your connection to it. It is there all the time, but your connection with your cognition and rationality, so that you can say, okay, I will call this phenomena and this experience with this rational word. And then it is up to other people, if they had mystical and spiritual experiences, to understand, yes, Mario, I know what you were talking about. And other people that don't do that will say, you're insane, you're crazy, what you're talking, it's just bullshit. You're free to believe what you want, but I want to make it is really important for the future of our existence that we get truly spiritual, because in the spiritual realm the idea of being connected is not just an idea. What I say, okay, I understand. When I'm born, I depend on my mother and my father, and I cannot grow up without the surroundings of me. I need air, I need water, I need nutrition, and so on and so forth. Of course, I understand with cognition, but in spirituality, in the spiritual realm, you are experiencing the connection to these other things. You can dive into your consciousness and get up in some other consciousness, and then in your awake state ask the other, was that true? Also, déjà vu is the same thing. There you will have explanations in the rational scientific world that will say it's just a failure of your brain. It's up to you. Explore, but please explore it. Explore it. Do not dreams become just 1/3 of your life wasted. Dreams have a purpose, and explore it. So this is my small ramblings again about spirituality, what it is. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a beautiful day or night whenever you're looking at it.